about to edit a family photo. No, a family video. And I'm going to record my screen so you can watch me do a little bit of this. Right now, I'm in the cutting phase. That means that I've already gone through all of the video footage. I've chosen out my favorite clips, and I've narrowed down an hour-long photo shoot to about 4 or 5 minutes of footage. I've put in a song, and the song has been marked on every beat. And now I'm going to take the 4 minutes of video footage and I'm going to cut it, hence the name of the phase, it's called a cutting phase. I'm going to cut it down to fit with the song length, which is somewhere between 1 and 2 minutes. And for the most part, every single time the song has a beat change, like there's snapping, is the main sound of this song, that's when visually you're going to see a change. And sometimes it's just a change to a different clip, and sometimes it's a change in the video. Like maybe someone puts their arms in the air, and that's when it's like snap, and then whatever. Changing it on the beat is what makes the video feel like it's moving along, and it's fun to watch, and it's like your ears and your eyes match, and that's why it's really important. Matching the audio to the video is like video editing 101 if you want it to be a powerful experience for people. Otherwise, if it feels disjointed, people feel like they're watching more of like a home video or something that's just kind of like thrown together. So it's really that extra attention to detail which boosts it up to a more professional level that blows people's minds, and they're like, how did you do that? And it's like, well, I took time. I took a couple hours to match everything up. I don't do it as much anymore, but I used to spend a lot of time matching the words, if there were lyrics, to the actions that were taking place in the video, and to pay attention to very specific sounds. Like if there's a whoosh, then I would have the child like running by at that moment, and that took a lot of time. So that's like extra editing that I would have to charge for these days. But for my standard video that I offer clients when they book a shoot, it's going to be basically edited onto the beats of the song. So here we go. You'll see the first one happens right as they let go of the hands. It's kind of satisfying. It's like he's clapping. See the boy? You can have him come down on that snap. Sometimes I take time and sometimes I like the videos to move along quickly, and this is too slowly for me. I like it to change on every single marker. And we're telling a story, so it's nice to get both perspectives. Like coming down, seeing him come. I'm going to slow it down just a little bit so that girl doesn't run in front of the camera. Oh, so we actually have 14 minutes, not 4 minutes. We got to cut down 14 minutes worth of video. That's a lot, which is why we need to have it change on every single little clicker. See, then in terms of the story, I realized that this video clip I just found is going to be better right at the beginning, because it's him coming up. So I take the time to organize it so that it really tells a nice little story. And then we might include the audio or we might not. Like, and you know, I might lose my cool sound effect. And I'm usually, if I'm only going to choose like a little bit, I'm going to choose the prettiest part of the video usually because I want it to have a beautiful look. Because everyone can get cute videos of kids, but can you get a cute video of kid that also is beautiful video? You know, like the actual videography is beautiful, that's challenging. And can it like match up? Like here, I see he's halfway down, which means he needs to be more like there to match. Slow this one down a little bit more. That girl is still there. Kind of cool looking, actually. See how cool that is? It's changing right on the thing. And then she's coming afterwards. Maybe I'll put it there. Hear what it sounds like with the audio? So none of those except this last one. So I'm going to mute it. Because he says something cute. And then I'll make that more clear later with some editing. Pay attention to order. So it's like he's talking to his mom. So maybe put that first so you can see that. See if it matches. No, it doesn't. So you can see chronologically that his brother climbs up first. Then he's going to climb up. Mom kind of shows he's there. Correct. Alright. Then where do they go? Like, they're playing around, yes. It's kind of cool to show them, like, sliding. Because they went up the stairs, so you want it to feel cohesive, like, oh, they climbed up the playground stairs and they went down the slide. That makes sense. I'm not just going to cut to some other random part of the playground yet, because this is actual storytelling. Sometimes I do just cut around randomly, and that's more of a montage, but this is a story. It's like a beginning and an end. Video right there. So I'm gonna crop it. Different sounds came out the bottom, which is kind of cute. Okay, and then have it speed up. And it's good because I brought Dad's feet in, which introduced Dad, and now we can see him. And we see Claire running off. Not exactly a pretty video clip of her though, you know, so it's kind of like, maybe what's the point? Wasting precious moments. Because remember, we have 14 minutes to condense. So none of these are that pretty. We're looking for story, we're looking for beauty. That's a beautiful clip right there. You can tell with the lighting. You can tell there's something happening. I know this is going to be a cute one right here. Yeah. That ties back into Claire's story. So I'm trying to always tie it together. I'm trying to always tie it together so that if you see a person, a child, and they run off in this direction, then the next thing that we cut to, that we show, is where they went. It's them playing over here. And if we want to come back to the group of people, we need to see them run back in that direction, or something needs to pull us. So mentally we're following the story, So you'd see like the little girl runs off, so now we're going to see her climb up the stairs. And then like we saw Dad's shoes, so we can go back to the playground. It's like looking for chapter changes and transitions and things that connect one thing happening on the playground to the other. This is really important in a video or a shoot like this at the playground where it's chaotic, there's a lot of toys, there's people running everywhere, and if it's a montage, it can be a little bit overwhelming because it's so much coming at you. But by tying the story together, then it actually has a flow to it, and you're like traveling around the playground, and it will remind the family, it'll help the viewer to know what's happening. Like, oh, we're running around after this child, and now they're climbing up, and now we're going to go on the swings. Like, it feels like you've been at the playground. You'll remember each of the moments. If it's just a changing montage, it's kind of like, well, then we're on the swings, and then we're on the slide, and then we're over here, and then and it's like, ugh. You want it to be kind of, in such a chaotic moment, you want it to feel very smooth. Different than if we're doing a photo shoot or video in the woods or in a field where you're in an open grassy field, nothing's happening. Kids are running around. If I were to slowly follow a story, it would get boring because there's not much to look at. It's just a bunch of grass and kids running around. So a montage is perfect for that, where the quick paces and quickly changing and showing different stuff is making a boring field really interesting. And I say boring only in terms of video content. Like, a field is a beautiful place to take video, but it's boring to sit there and watch someone walking through a field for minutes at a time. It might be beautiful, but it will be boring, especially if we're dealing with child's attention spans. And these videos that we make are paid for by parents for themselves, but also for their children. The children love watching these videos. So one of the reasons they love it is because it's so stimulating. And that's also, I think, why people like watching these videos in general. Even if it's not your family, it's fun to watch. So that's enough for right now, because it's a lot. I've got a lot more to do, and I'm going to focus in on doing it. Let me know if you have any questions. My name is Shamini. I'm the owner and the photographer and the filmmaker at The Happy Film Company. You can book a shoot on our website. It's thehappyfilmcompany.com, and we do mini shoots every month if you want to have a little sample, basically. It's like a 20-minute shoot before you go and spend more money on a full shoot with us. You can do photos, and you can also do videos like this. And if you have any questions, if you're a photographer, reach out and let me know. See ya!